Hello there, welcome to Nana's Classic Stitches channel. If you are new, welcome and thank you so much for clicking. I thank all my subscribers and returnees. Welcome to Nana's channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this in the globe. Okay, today we have a lot to do. I don't know how far we're gonna go, but as I said last week, we're gonna do the pant, the boys pant. Okay, this is intermediate, but beginners also can sew it if you take your time and follow the instructions step by step. You can do it. Okay, it has a fly zipper. Okay, you can do it step by step. Follow the instruction. Okay, I have all my pieces cut. Okay, I'm using muslin, and I'm going to use a contrast thread so you can see what I'm doing step by step. Oh, this is the back, and these are the pieces that goes with the zipper. Where am I? There. This is the waistband. There's a right front waist facing and there's left front facing. Okay, so I hope I know what I'm doing. Okay, and this is the back, and what do you call it? I've ironed all my interfacing into the facing, and this is the top loop. This is the other piece of the fly zipper. Okay, this is the pocket. I'm using a contrast fabric. Now you need a zipper, and you need your buttonhole attachment. Okay, now I won't take you to the machine, but I'll walk you through it step by step. Every step that I take, I'll walk you through it, and then I'll go to the machine by myself. First of all, what I'm going to do, as for beginners, before I go any further, for beginners, please trace everything so it will be easier for you. Okay, trace even the stitching of the fly. Okay, and don't forget your notches, as I always say all the time. So what I'm going to do first, to take off my patterns of the pant, I'm going to stitch half an inch from the edge, from the out side seam towards the crotch. So I'm going to do that first, and then I'm going to stitch the left hand side fly, and then I'll come show it to you. So hold on. Okay, as I said, we'll do it step by step. Okay, so hold on, I'll be right back. Hello there, I'm back. Okay, I'm going to put the left fly at the crotch, and I've stitched it, and I'm going to put the zipper down, and I'm going to put the other side of the zipper, and then stitch this fly that goes on the right hand side, the zipper front. Okay, and then I'm going to stitch the pocket, and I'm doing the side pocket also, and I'm going to stitch all that, and then I'll be back and show it to you what I've done so far. But before I go, let me bring this thing down to be easier that way for you to see. Okay, after I stitch 5/8, I trim it down to 1/4, and this is how it looks like from the big dot to the waist. Now I'm going to put the zipper. Oh, don't forget to press. I'm going to put the zipper facing down and about a quarter away from the stitch line, and I'll be back. Okay, let me pin it so you can see what I'm going to do. Make sure you stick you stitch the right side of it, not the wrong side. Okay, the zipper is down, facing down. Okay, now I don't stitch this side, I stitch this side down. Okay, I stitch this side down. I just put the pin there so you can see it's a quarter away from the seam, and then I stitch this down. Okay, and as I said, I will stitch the right side fly. Supposed to fold it, stitch it, turn the right side out, and then the career for the belt, I'm going to stitch that too, and I'm going to stitch both the pockets, and I'll be back. Hold on. Hello there, I'm back. Okay, I've done the halfway of the zipper. So now this folds back. Okay, and then we'll finish it next week. Okay, the other side, I snip at the knot, the big circle, and then I folded under 3/8. So that one is gonna go the other side of the zipper. Let me pin it so you see it better. If you have a similar pattern, you can follow the steps of the instruction. If not, as I said, this is more intermediate to advanced, but beginners also can do it, can sew it. So far as you take your time and you read the instructions and you follow it step by step. Okay, there, and then this one will fold under. Let me show you properly first. Wrong side, and remember the first seam, that one folds and goes on top. Okay, and this one goes on top, just like we've been doing on the dresses. Lap zipper. Is a lap? No. Yeah. Okay, so now this is the career for the belt. I've done it. So this one I folded into 2, and it goes at the back of the pant. Now this is the right hand side of the flap, the flap. Okay, so that one is also done. And this is the side pocket. As I said, I'm using a contrast so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, one on the left, one on the right. And this is the side seam pocket. Side seam pocket, and it has a pleat in the middle. Okay, so that's also done, ready to go on the pant. So let me bring the this thing up. Hold on. Okay, there, we're done all this part. We're almost done with the fly. Okay, and where am I? And I have stitched this pocket. Okay, this is how it goes after I stitch it to the front. Okay, after we finish the zipper. So this will be the end of the video. Happy sewing, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye. Anything that you don't understand, just rewind the video and then follow it. Okay, thanks. Bye bye.